yourself, you dinner on the Talking Point, the Monday edition, April 17, 2025 edition of Talking Point here. And so may now cross over to Kona. Kona, good evening and welcome again to the Talking Point.
Yes, Cyrus, let me say good evening to you and good evening to the peace loving people of Liberia.
Okay.
Yeah, it is good to be back on the Talking Point tonight, another fascinating edition of the Talking Point. We'd love to say to our people out there, thanks for always joining us every night at this time for us to discuss those issues that affect our beloved country. So it is good to be back, and we hope that you increase the volume of your radio. And those of you view us via the television online, whether the YouTube Blaze Online TV, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and also tell us where you are watching from and those issues we're going to be discussing. You can also place in your comment, tell us your thought. Definitely, we are going to recognize you on the program tonight. And those of you on the Facebook, you can do the same. You can follow the Facebook page, Blaze Online TV. That's the name of the page. Just go on Blaze Online TV and help us to share the live video. Try to place in your comment, tell us where you are joining the broadcast from. Definitely, so we can recognize you this evening on the program, The Talking Point. So, Saras, it is good to be back. And yeah, this is what we have to do every night for Liberia's sake.
Yes, indeed. This is what we have to do. This is what we love doing the best because we
Yeah.
come here every evening to actually serve you dinner while you sit in the comfort of your home and we fill you with the information you need to know. And this evening presentation of Talking Point promises to be good. It's going to be fascinating. As you may be aware, you know, the by-election in Nima County is actually causing a lot of attraction. There are so many endorsements and things happening in Nima
Yeah,
County. And
yeah.
we're going to be looking into that, you know, because Nima have a population, a voting population over 100,000, you know, people who voted in the 2023 election.
Yeah.
And the people will be going back into by-election to actually decide who becomes their leader in the senatorial by-election in Nima County. And as you can see, the second highest person in the Republic of Liberia, the vice president, the vice president Jeremiah Kwan is actually in the vanguard, in the street, in every street corner, actually, you know, trying to campaign for his candidate. And you know, there are so many endorsements. We will actually dive into that. But before then, we cross over to Conan to actually give us some update about so many, you know, issue of national concern that have been happening in country, so that you will be aware of about some of these things as well.
Yeah, so Saros, like usually we can see, right?
Mhm.
I always say that Liberia is a country where every day there's news. Yeah,
Yes,
every
so
day there's news. So lots of things happened today. Today there was a high level retreat that's aimed at deepening strategic collaboration when it comes to resource mobilization for the arrest agenda.
okay.
So it was held today at the Eddie Johnson City Ministerial Complex. So at that program, the president spoke, and the president said he's satisfied with his officials, the work of his officials.
Especially those he appointed.
Yes, that's what
Exactly.
he said.
So
He said he's satisfied. So I think that is a good news for those workers, those people that were appointed by the president, because the president tell you them that, oh, I'm satisfied with you
and I saw
people.
Mo Ali
So
celebrating all on social media and
oh
things. I
yeah,
mean, yes, yeah.
yeah. So I think that's a good news.
Okay.
So we love to say kudos to them. At least they are working at the will and pleasure of the president.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
that's what the
because
Constitution
that's what the
said. Those
Constitution said.
appointees, you know,
Yeah,
are work at the will and pleasure of the president. The president already expressed,
yeah.
you know,
His
his level of
satisfaction.
satisfaction, especially for those he
He
appointed, those
appointed.
that came with a rescue mission.
Yeah.
Yes, he actually certified with them. So you, the public, all of the crying and things you've been doing with all of the ministers and director, you on your own.
You on your
The
own.
president already certified.
So, Sarah, let me just talk this about the Nima election.
Mhm.
You know, yesterday there was information that came out where it was Prophet Key talked about the Manigo ethnic group,
Okay.
where he said the Manigo ethnic group in Nimba, they are empowering Musa Belete, so Musa Belete will take the land of the Gio and Manon people. Yeah. So after that statement, the entire country went wow,
Yes,
criticism, some people
exactly.
backing it, and so forth. But this morning, the vice president came out on his official Facebook page. He condemned the statement.
Okay.
He said it's not good for the peace of Nimba and for the country as well. And the candidate, Representative Samuel Koka Desim, he condemned the statement. So we also thought to give that particular information. Even ACOP, ACOP, Manu ACOP is known to be almost like some people can say the
They are the
mandate
representation of the Muslim
the
community.
Muslim communities.
Exactly
Definitely,
so.
that's what people say. But although some of them say no, the party is not a Muslim party, but
You can stretch that out. It's
yeah,
a dominant Muslim,
of course, it is
thing.
dominant.
Yes.
But indeed, they released a statement condemning it. So we also thought to talk about that as well. And the issue with Mary Bro.
Yes.
Mary Bro
Yes,
released she called one of our sisters a radio station. Yes, and she said the asset recovery team they wrote her inviting her for when it comes to criminal facilitation, yeah, and criminal conspiracy. So she said she will now go there. She will now go there. So definitely, what they are doing, they are just hurting their own head.
Okay.
Yeah. So she also talks about, in fact, she was the one who gave documents.
And she threatened, legal action against the.
Yes. She said if they continue with the way they are, continuing, definitely, she will file a lawsuit against them.
Okay.
So we also thought to give that information. And the pastor of Fakekon, Reverend Nimle, he was set free on bail.
Yes,
he was
he
from
was
prison.
yes, exactly.
So on bail. So also thought to give that information. Manu Saros, he was accused of duping people, scamming people, of carrying them
90%.
Yeah, 90%.
On scanning on visa process, yes.
He took $970 United States dollars from each of them for visa processing fee. At the end, they did not receive the visa to go to Australia, so they filed a lawsuit against him. And definitely,
he been in jail since 2024.
Yeah, more than a year. He spent more than a year in jail.
Yes, exactly so.
So the issue with the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Information, today they vowed to use the law to compare those people that were invited by the asset recovery team. According to the Deputy Minister, Daniel Sando, if those people do not turn out, definitely the government of Liberia, through ARED, will definitely use all the legal means to prosecute them. So according to him, they will not allow anyone go scot-free. People are going to pay for what they did, what they did in government. So yeah, these are some of the happenings across the country today. So I just thought to give some of those highlights.
So to that area issue, today is the 17th of April, Thursday, and Madam, the former protocol
Fina
officer
Bono,
to the president, Madam Fina Bono, was scheduled to appear, but then her legal team said that she was not going to appear before the asset recovery team. And so on that basis, she did not appear today.
Yeah.
And so I think it was where the, and Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, came from, making that statement. Actually, she did not appear. And one of the claims her legal team made is that if you got a problem with her, you got to go through the legal process. Yeah. She is not going to commit herself to, kangaroo or whatsoever. And they call the asset recovery team. In fact, they are not caught. And their client will not be suggested to such, group of people to go and appear before then. And so it was a divine process today.
Yeah.
Actually, watch and see what will come from the asset recovery team. We also, saw the release from the Ministry of Information that you just read and from the Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs. And so today, actually, we're going to be diving into the local things, the thing our people like the most. Yes, the issue of Nima politics is quite interesting. And I think we have to look into it deeply because you're seeing so many endorsements. You saw Prophet Key yesterday endorsing the senatorial bid of Samuel Koga. the district 5 representative.
Yeah.
You also saw today it was, I've been watching live on social media and other places and seeing the vice president, Prophet Key, also making the appearance. And you saw Samuel Kuka himself making the appearance. They were going to ban Saclay, Tapeta, and other places, and there
Yeah.
were so many things. And the vice president himself, tried providing some clarity around the whole issue about ethnicity in Nima County
Yeah.
when he mentioned about it is the time for the Gyo people to take the seat. And he was making reference to the late senator and his pronouncement during the by-election
Yeah.
and talking about Yan Tuyen that to balance the equation in Nima County, they needed to give that seat to the minor
To the
people.
minor people,
And
yeah.
so since they have an issue that the vice and the senator, the godfather, the political godfather of Nima County is no longer around, to balance also the equation, you need to give that seat back to the Gyo people so that the minor and the Gyo will also be balanced. Because, mind you, there are two major traps in Nima County
Yeah.
that dominant
Two dominant,
traps.
yes.
Yeah, the Mandingo and other people you can talk about them. But when you talk about Nima County, what comes to the mind is the minor and the Gyo people. And so you saw that the president, the vice president is actually pushing that point. And you saw another group of people from the angle of the Gongo Wet team, you actually pushing the gender equality issue, the female
yes.
and factors they are pushing that. You saw so many endorsements today, especially from the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia and also the former president of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And you saw Charles Lynn Walker Bronsky, the daughter of the late and stand-up bearer of the unit and the Liberty Party of Grand Bassa County, also endorsed yesterday, followed by the vice president today. And another feature thing is that you saw the vice president, who is the former vice president, who is the
political leader
of the NPP, is endorsing another side. And you saw the chairperson today also in Nima County, reaffirming their endorsement to Samuel Koga, talking about they have a, committee whatsoever, and they agree, the NPP also agree to endorse Samuel Koga senatorial bid. So the NPP, as we stand now, is divided between two groups. We saw that in 2023.
Yeah.
The NPP is also divided between two groups. You saw the chairman and other people going the route of the ruling party, the NDR and the Alliance, the United Party. And you saw the stand-up bearer herself also going another side. So since the endorsement of the former vice president of the Republic of Liberia and the former president of the Republic of Liberia, you have been seeing stewards, leaders of the CDC themselves, the leg of Karas Gray, some, permanent people within the CDC, also endorsing the senatorial bid of Madam Ide Congo Way. So it's a attraction. And as it stands now, the election in Nima County is actually intense. You cannot determine now who becomes the winner in Nima County.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sounds like you said, we have a few more days to the Nima senatorial election.
Yes.
And right now, I think the most heated area right now in Liberia is Nima County.
Exactly.
The most heated area.
Exactly.
All eyes right now on Nima County. And so looking at those endorsements, right? Looking at those endorsements from all sides, it's just difficult to predict the election.
Becomes the winner?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is difficult to predict. Okay. I listened this evening. I listened to Madam Ware, one of her peers, I think in second PA. Yeah, I think she was there late this evening, and she talked about. It looked like the vice president are contesting you.
I know, right?
That's what she said. Yeah.
She was going for the big fish.
Yeah, she said, "Look, my people, look at the vice president because the vice president had left the executive mansion.
Mm-hmm.
He just go when he started spending money the way he's spending money.
Okay,
but my people, you might not worry. They will win the election.
Yes, okay.
This is what you're saying. So the election is tough. But Sarah's looking at all sides. Like I told someone. The Madam Ware is getting lots of endorsement. That's truth. But looking at those people that are endorsing, That's the issue. That's one of the issue. Are
When you,
they?
when you say looking at the people who doing endorsement of Madam Gongo well, for the
I come in.
simple men out there,
Yeah, that's where I'm
trying to
coming.
hit?
That's where
Yes.
I'm coming, Cyrus.
Yes.
Right. Looking at those people that do the endorsement, are they able to really do they have a base
Pull the number.
in Nima? Are they able to pull the number
Okay.
in Nima more than those people that are endorsing Representative Samuel Koga?
So
That's the biggest
you-
question.
are you asking about the former president, Madam Sally Johnson, the former vice president, Madam Joy Howard Taylor, and other things? Are they able to pull the number for Madam Gongo where in Nima County as compared to the leg of the Prophet Key, the vice president, and other people who are endorsing Coca?
That's the question I'm asking.
Okay.
Right, Cyrus? Because let's look at the former vice president, right, Madam
Joy Howard Taylor.
Joy Howard Taylor.
Yes.
Now, Joy Howard Taylor, yeah, she's a former vice president. She's a household name in the country.
Mm-hmm.
But when you compare the former vice president, let's say to the current sitting, no, let's take the current vice president. Let's say to the current sitting senator of Nima, Yantwine.
Okay.
You will know that under no condition, right? I still not be corrected, but I think under no condition that Madam Joy Howard Taylor will have a base in Nima more than the senator of Nima County.
Senator. So where do the senator of Nima County, the Yantwine you talk about, where do he stand as we speak?
He's supporting. In fact,
He's with the
he's not
Coca
just
team?
supporting his campaigning.
For Coca.
Yes,
Okay.
his campaigning. And one of the things some Coca people are doing, they are spread. The Antoine is different area. The vice president and Jeremiah Kuhn and then Samuel Koga going different area.
Okay. They saw the leg of Prophet Key. You know what
Prophet
is
Key.
interesting really to me is the Prophet Key message to the people of Nima County. We'll actually come
Yeah,
to
we'll
that,
come to
but
that.
run through your point.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Cyrus, looking at those people left for Eastern, Charlie Bronskin.
Okay.
Charlie Bronskin, man, she contested a vast in a barrel, right?
In 2023,
2023 with the ANC.
with 1.6%,
1.6%.
in 15 political subdivisions.
Let's leave the 15 point political. Sarah, let's look at her own county.
Okay.
Her home
Grand
county,
Bassa
Grand
County.
Bassa. She did not win that particular county
For ANC.
for ANC.
Yes.
She did not. In fact, she did not come second. The ANC did not come second in that county.
Yes, it was the United Party and CDC.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Sarah, imagine that kind of person is going in another country to endorse someone else. We think Charlie Bronskin will be able to pull out the number for Manawe?
Probably the message has changed, Joe. The message now is that Nima County had 11 or 10, lawmaker as we stand.
Okay.
And out of the 10 person or the 11 lawmaker, there is no female. So the message being pushed to the people of Nima County is that we need a female at this point in time.
Okay, good. See,
Yes.
that's a good point. Then that means if Manawe win, right?
Yes.
It will not be based on the endorsement of these people. It will be based on the message that is going across.
Okay.
Based on the because Sarah, it's possible, right, that you will have a good message. It's possible you have a good message, and you do not have the people and the supporters. You do not have maybe the big names, but the supporters will go with the message.
Okay.
It's possible. And it's also possible you do not have the best message, but you have the high name, the big names.
Okay.
And the people might go for the big names.
The influence.
Yeah.
The influence. Yes.
So it's also possible.
Okay.
So if Madam Well wins this election, I do not think it will be based upon the endorsement of some of these people. Yeah, former President Sally, she's well known, right? She's well known. But at this time, with this generation, do you think she has much influence in Nimba? Because even if she's old, she'll not be going around.
No, but
she'll not be going around.
She don't have to go around.
Yeah.
But the message. But I played around. Madam Sally herself have now won the Nima County itself. And have now won Nima County by herself.
Absolutely.
Always by the support of the late Senator Prince Wyatt Johnson.
And the MDR.
And the NDR.
Yeah.
Now that Prince Wyatt Johnson and the NDR have been shifted to different direction, it's Madam Johnson, Madam Salif can pull the number for Madam Gongo where in Nima County. What are the messages she's going to be sending that will attract the voter of Nima County to her?
That's what I was
now,
saying.
our politics is local.
Absolutely.
And the people of Nima, Lofa, and Bond County for the past 3 elections, they have demonstrated something very unique in our society. And their politics has always been on the tribal basis, on the local level.
Yeah.
You saw it in 2017 when the current president put his legs in the election and said, you know what, I want to contest. There were 14 counties in the second round that voted against the vice president back then.
Yes.
And then only Lofa County
Yeah.
stood out and said, you know, this is our son.
This is our son.
No matter what, we will vote him.
Yeah.
You saw that in 2023 when the vice president, former vice president and president of the Republic of Liberia today, took Jeremiah Cone from Nima County and also representing Lofa County, you saw the number of votes being pulled out of Lofa County. And in fact, Nima County won with the higher vote in the 2023 election. Now that they have the same person who they ran behind and voted, is going back to them and say, no, what? This is a text for me. If you read, like in the tune of the Prophet Key,
Prophet Key too, yeah.
that if you allow this election go the other way, that means we'll be putting the vice president to shame. I don't know how well that message is going to resonate with the people of Nima County, but it is the message being sent that this election is a testing process for the vice president comes 2029.
Yeah.
If he fails to win this election, it's not about Samuel Coker. It is about the vice
The
president.
vice president.
If the vice president cannot win this seat for Samuel Coker, that means comes 2029, Nima County going to be a battleground where you will see the CMC will be putting out number. The AMC, whether they will exist at that time, will be putting out number. The CDC, the ruling Unity Party, if they will stay in alliance with the NDR, will also be putting out number. So now it is a testing period. It's like you send your child to school all of the time, and why it comes. You need to prove that, yes, indeed, you're 12 or 14 years in high school, you learn something,
yeah.
and you must be able to prove that. So the vice president is in the trenches, in every street corner, trying to, send a message, not just for Samuel Coker, because if Samuel Coker lose the election, he will still remain represented. He will not really get anything major to lose. But the person who will lose something is the vice president. It will give the courage to the CDC that, yes, indeed, they may, he just somebody that because the senator were alive, that why the people of Nima voted him. Yeah. Now that the senator gone, and this crucial by-election has demonstrated that he can't even alone win this by-election. That means we can come back and fight in the play and share the vote. Yes. So it's a testing period for the vice president.
Yes, sir. Is it, and that's the reason, I agree with you. That's the reason you see the vice president, he's not sitting.
Yes, exactly.
In the forest, in the bushes, making sure he wants to win. And for me, there's also put a build the standard high for him.
Okay.
Because Cyrus, the way the current vice president is moving all over the county, if he does not win this election, then it makes things more worse for him. Because mind you, if the vice president was just going to endorse President Samuel Coker and just sit back, right, without contesting, without going to campaign for Samuel Coker,
yes,
people are going to say, oh yeah, he endorsed, but he did not campaign. He was not in the county.
Okay.
So maybe because his president was not there, that's the reason why he lost. Okay. But now he endorsed and he's all over the county.
He's on the ground.
So if he loses this election, it makes it more worse for him.
Okay.
Because the message that will go is, in fact, he was there, he campaigned, he went from house to house, door to door, but still the people rejected him.
So it's going to be in the case of the CDC in like President, former President
George Weah
will raise hand in Bond County.
Of course.
Other counties like in Mozzarella, in the case of Dara Dillon, raising the hand of Thomas Fala, and he still he was defeated. So that means, because mind you, the special senatorial election in 2023, in 2020, play a pivotal role in 2023.
Absolutely.
For the fact that the sitting president, could not, mobilize and win the election against Darius Dillon in 2020. play a major role in the 2023 election that makes the opposition to be a competitor to the ruling party back then, to go in every street corner and say, you know what, we can defeat the people in Maserado. If we can even defeat them, we can manage to get significant number that will add to our number. Mind you, Nima County is a vote-rich county. Lofa County was also a vote-rich county. So having those two counties and also fighting in Maserado, in Grand Bassa, and Margibi was a major challenge for the ruling party. And you saw today the ruling party is actually in the past.
Yeah.
So in the case of the vice president today, if he cannot demonstrate that significant or that power, that flexibility in Nima County, in the accent of the late senator, mind you, the people say the vice president today is the vice president because the late senator has always been the king's maker.
Yeah.
For the fact that he went behind the former president, Madam Sally Johnson, in 2011, she won. In 2017, behind George Weah, he won. In 2023, the current president also won. Now he's out of the picture. So, maintain that status to say, you know what, the people of Nima is within my purview. I can talk to them and they can listen to me at this point in time. The vice president actually has something to prove. So, as I've been saying, this election is not about coca. It's not about Ide Gongo where. It's about testing the water. And the CDC is not, endorsed, not coming publicly, even though they have said to the public that, you know what, we get 3 candidates in the race. Just go for one of them. If you find confident in Ide Gongo where, go for her. If you find confident in the CNC candidate, go for him.
Yeah.
But they are sitting on the fence and watching that if the vice president cannot win this seat for Samuel Koga, that means he's weak in Nima. Most bizarre, the ruling party themselves is also watching that if the vice president cannot demonstrate and show the flexibility in Nima County, probably he might not get the support in 2029. Because politics is number.
Yeah, that number.
So the vice president now has the pressure to prove to the opposition that, you know what, Nima County, in the absence of the late senator, I can still control Nima County. He also has the opportunity to prove to the Unity Party and its alliance that, you know what, this county is still under my control.
Under my control, yeah.
So, you know what, when you carry me 2029, I can still demonstrate something and win the county over. In the absence of proving that the county is still belonging or he has the key for that county, comes 2029 going to be actually difficult for the current vice president.
Yeah, but so the thing happened in Maserado.
Okay.
That we talk about Delon, right?
Yes.
The CDC lost Maserado 2020.
Yes.
So you observe that 2023, they also lost Maserado.
Exactly.
So it was very clear. So the same way, right? Before the vice president can say anything 2028 or 2029 to the Unity Party, they will be looking at this election. This election they'll be looking at the record. Definitely. So if he flop, definitely you ain't just forget about the presidency 2029. For me, that's my thought.
And that's real.
That's my thought.
That is real. Because if you look at the reality, there are so many competitors for 2029.
Yeah.
You look at the leg of Amara Kone. You look at the leg of Prince Moe of Nima and Bon County. You look at the leg of the Senate Pro Tempore, which you have been the vice president or the vice standard bearer to this rescue mission.
Yeah.
Nyomdi Kanga Lauren. She's sitting on the fence. Now the vice president, you got 3 contenders.
Don't forget about Snow as well.
And he's now with the rescue mission.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you look at the 3 top
contender
to the vice president, if the vice president cannot pull that number, that means the Unity Party and alliance got to be looking between these 3 people and say, you know what? The man can pull the number anyway. Maybe we can look at Prince Moe at this point in time. Or we can look at Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence. Most of the time, sentiment play.
Yeah.
Then we're supposed to carry her in 2023, and because of the number and other thing, we didn't carry her. They try her this time. So that's that opportunity for the vice president coming as a standard bearer with other alliance party on the ticket of the Unity Party or the NDR having support of all of the alliance party will be slain.
Yeah.
So in this election, the vice president got to push and have to show that strength that the 100 plus thousand voter in Nima County are still under my control in the absence of the late godfather, Honorable Prince Yomi Johnson. And so he still need to convince the Unity Party, the Breakaway Liberty Party, as well as the Tada Party, also all the other parties. He need to prove to them.
Yeah, so Sarah, you also talk about the CDC. David, and something very running in my mind.
Okay.
I was thinking, was it possible that the former president, because mind you, the former president, he said it clear, he's coming back in the election 2029.
Yes.
So, Sarah, do you think it was possible, right, for the former president to get involved in this election? Because Nima was one of he threat that Nima was one of those countries that made him lose the election.
Yes.
Because Nima. Mm-hmm. So do you think if the former president who have just endorsed one of the opposition candidates, let's say Madam Ida Gongluwe, right, just endorse her, and he entered Nima to campaign for her, do you think it was going to be a turnaround for him?
So in my mind, I want to be sincere about this question.
Yeah.
After it was a testing ground, it was a battle turn for the former, president to have tested the water in the accent of the late senator.
That's why
because the late senator has always been a kingmaker.
Yeah.
Now the leg of the vice president is claiming that in the accent of the late senator, I still control Nima County. It was the turn for the CDC to put her foot or her feet to the ground to test the water to know the result in 2023, whether it was being shifted because of the late senator or it was really because of the current vice
president.
Now, the CDC has always been a federal responsibility in this way.
Is it always?
Always.
Okay.
They demonstrated that in 2023 when it comes to not 2023, but the 2020 election. The 2020 election, they did not feature a candidate. The by-election, because, mind you, the former defense minister, Brandon Samunka, won that seat, but because of some law issue, corruption, saga, and other things, he was denied.
Yeah.
And they went back for by-election. That by-election, the CDC did not feature a candidate, but it supported a candidate on the ground. And who claimed to be an independent candidate. After the election, he crossed over and joined the CDC, and they claimed that glory. Now, in this Nima County election, it is the same strategy that the CDC is trying to use. The same, we got 3 candidates. We agree with their agenda. We agree with their manifesto. All you need to do for us as sedition in Nima County, just decide between them. So mind you, one of the 3 candidates, any one of them that emerge as a winner, the CDC will be clapping tomorrow and claiming victory and saying, what, the vice president are nothing. We defeated him. That's a smart game they're trying to play. But in my mind, if I were advisor to the president, the former president, in hierarchy of the CDC, I could have said to them, what? Any of these 3, individuals who are in this race, let's pick one based on their, engagement with the people and feature them in this election. When they defeat us, let them defeat us. When we win, let we win. And let's test the water to know whether this current Vice President Jeremiah Pankun is actually able to put the number in the accent of the late senator, or he won the number in Nima County because of the late senator. If they had done that and see, even if the vice president defeated, that means they need to double up for 2029. But as it stands, they shied away from responsibility.
Yes, I agree with you, right? Yes. Because that's the same thing that entered my mind.
Yes.
For me, I think I think if the former president who have uh, endorsed, or maybe the city endorsed a candidate, and the former president entered Nima County
Okay.
to campaign, I think it's going to be more difficult for the current vice president than the way it is.
Yes.
I strongly believe it's going to be more difficult for the current vice president.
Yes, I concur.
So if they were going to win this election, it was going to be a clear sign of his coming back, of him winning NIMBA 2029.
Yes.
It's going to be a clear sign of him winning NIMBA 2029.
You are right.
But mind you, again, like you said, with the way CDC has shied away, even if the vice president lost the election, oh yes, it will be a problem for him, which of course we said.
Yes.
But the CDC will not know their fate.
In Nima County.
In Nima, they will not know their fate in
Yes,
Nima.
yes.
So I don't care if you like or not, Nima is the second most populated county in Liberia.
Next to Maserado.
Next to Maserado.
Yes.
So they probably had the second highest number when it comes to vote.
Yes.
So with the cities, and CDC were just going to support a candidate, campaign for a candidate in this election, and that candidate win. Definitely, it was going to be a different thing for the the current ruling establishment comes 2029. But again, maybe the strategy they are using, maybe it will work out for them.
So the strategy is weak. For me, I would say that I'm here very clear.
Yeah.
But I think it was the time to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Now, at this point in time, with this by-election, who gets something major to lose? It is the vice president.
Yeah.
He has the pressure. The CDC actually don't have the pressure. Because you know why? They lost the 2023 election, and one of the contributing factor to that election was Nima County. All they needed to do, for example, if they had won 50,000 votes in Nima County, all they needed to do in this election was to prove to the Liberian people that we can move from this 50,000 vote to at least 55,000 to 60,000 votes.
Yeah.
That would be a significant improve for them. If they have demonstrated that, then that is fine. But to stay away and say, we play the smart game we play in Nima, in Lofa County, it won't work for you. That means when you come back to 2029, you still need to do more work. You still need to test the ground. This is a time for you to test the ground. If the people at Nima still prove to you that, what, they man our son, we still want to push him, then you still get some work to do. Within 3 to 4 years period, you still need to put your focus to the people at Nima and say, what, even though they men are your son, but he didn't mean well for you. Let me do the one so that 2029 you can focus on me.
Yeah.
But they misuse that opportunity and dancing around at this point in time and talking about, we with the CNC, we with this person. And as people have been saying, the CNC is a sixth or
sister to the CDC.
Yes,
so
a sister political party to the CDC or a luxurious group to the CDC. The way you get a youth congress, it's just a luxurious group to the CDC. That's what many people in the public have been saying. And the CDC also trying to validate that. For me, being a political party, you shouldn't be. There are times you take responsibility of some of these issues. But the focal point is not actually on the CDC. It's not actually on the Unity Party and the rest of it. But in my mind, the current vice president in this election has to prove something to the Liberian people.
And I guess he knows that. That's the reason why he's doing that.
That's why he everywhere.
Because
all of the Ataisha, all of the street corner, the circulates and other things, he is there preaching the message and providing clarification on whether that Loma, not Loma, but Gil
Mano
or Mano and other things. Because the opposition or your opponents will always grab something to use as a critic. Even if you didn't mean it that way, they try to misinterpret what you mean. And I think today when I listened to the vice president, he was providing more clarity on some of the statements he made days ago, and then, sending out the message or the reason for which Samuel Kuka should be voted for. And I saw the leg of Prophet Key also stating and apologizing to the Mandingo/Muslim community on his statement being made yesterday. So that thing at this point in time, in this election, Coker is a sitting representative. He has nothing to lose because it's not about Coker. The political muscle is about the vice president and the CNC and the CDC. They're trying to split that to say, you know what? You don't have a political muscle in the absence of the late senator. That man was a godfather. He was a kingmaker, and he made you. He made you. In the absence of him, you cannot prove that you are godfather of Nima County. Nima is a battleground. That's why the leg of Musa Berere, that's why the leg of Tawombe, Ide Gongo were, and perhaps I'm not seeing the brother to Ide Gongo where the
Tia Wan
councilor,
Congo.
coming publicly, but I know for sure probably he trying to appear to be neutral but supporting because their family relationship.
Yeah.
So he might like the support. He might
No,
not-
he's supporting. He's not.
okay, he's supporting
his sister.
his sister.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, it is actually healthy for the vice president.
Yeah.
That means he, as you say, it's not just about endorsement. It is about who is rooted or who are rooted in the county politics. Because all politics is local. You can have Madam Celine Johnson endorsing. But we'll just speak the Gio or the Mano and the Mandingo and the people of Bang, Ganta, Sacre Pie, the people of, when listen to them message and say, you know what, Madam Celine has spoken. Like in the case of, the late Senator Johnson,
Yeah.
and say, you know what, one of our elders has spoken, let's go this route. Charles Walker and Charlene Bronsky, the daughter of the late councilor, could endorse on the basis of sentiment, on the basis of,
The
gender issue and
yeah.
other things. But when the people in Nima even listen to her, to say, oh, your own Basa people, you can't even convince them to win them. To even come second as a stand-up bearer to Arizona Coleman, you couldn't prove that. That year you can't improve something. Can Yeke Koluba run from District 8, District 10, go to Nima County and also say, yeah, I want to hear your in-law. My first daughter, come from I born her by Nimayen. So you know what, vote the person and the people listening as compared to the vice president, as compared to the prophet Key, where, when he go, as compared to the district 5
And
lawmaker.
majority of the legislative caucus on Nima.
Yes,
on Kokasa.
exactly. Being endorsing. So
Yeah.
we are not deciding who will win the election,
Yeah.
but we are just looking at some of the variables, some of the facts being played around. The election is actually crucial. It's crucial.
It's crucial and tough.
And it's gonna be neck to neck. The
Yeah.
result gonna be neck to neck. I can really sense that.
Yeah.
Yes. Between the leg of, because now it's just like CDC and United Party in the 2023 election.
Absolutely.
It's about Coca and Gogowe. So the result actually gonna be neck to neck. It's possible that some people will even challenge the election result
Yes, yeah.
to go for recount.
We can't.
This fashion and other things will actually play. But again, those people who are endorsing, where are their roots? Can they pull the number? We look forward to even seeing the immediate former president taking a side. I don't know whether he was staying with the CDC to still remain mute.
But the measure of sedition.
He's a sedition boy. I mean,
I guess.
there
I
are
guess.
other sedition who endorsing. They even though the
No, they
former-
said it, right? They said
Yeah,
it. Everybody
they said
go.
three.
And then,
I saw Akara's Gray endorsing also Ide Gongo were on the basis of
yeah.
the
So the
former
man
vice
choose. So the
president.
man choose.
So the president, the former vice president, the former president
Well, he
also
choose Untu.
actually have to take a
I
side.
will take a side to
Or
it.
whether he want to be mute, like the way the current president is being mute,
No,
and
but-
also put
But the current president is supporting though. Because
Yeah,
the
he
vice
had-
president
he-
said it, the vice president said, the president sent asked
Okay,
him to
ask
come here.
him.
I
Okay.
should not leave when the election finish. And
Okay.
you saw the United Party people going there.
yes,
Right?
So
So
the
it means
United
that-
Party endorsed.
Yeah.
So you also saw the CDC people also going there.
Yeah.
And you saw the former vice president also going
Absolutely.
there. But
So
the,
now-
the whole drama about it is about the MPP, what they did in 2023 is what they repeated in this 2020
Yeah, the
and 25 election.
2025 election.
Yes.
Yeah, so Cyrus, one of those things I was looking at, I think going to play the issue that has to do with stronghold. Man, you talk about every election is local, right? And that's the same way in the county. Everybody get a stronghold. You can't take that.
Exactly,
Now,
sir.
looking at the Ganta area, man, Manam Gongo where is from the Mano tribe. And that entire Mano area is mostly dominated by the Mano people, that Ganta area. And it is one of the most populated areas in the county.
Okay.
But also the current vice president, he also resigned in that area. That's the same district number one. He was representative for
Two terms.
Yeah, 2 terms before going to the senatorial position. So he also has a base in that same Ganta area. So it's gonna be very tough in Ganta. It's gonna be very, very much tough in Ganta.
Gentlemen, y'all wait. We know we're
Yeah,
elevated
yeah,
from
of
now. When it
course.
comes to politics, y'all can be interesting. Y'all just give us time by 10, maybe 10, 15 with elevated
Yeah.
phone line to give you 45 minutes to make your contribution.
Yeah, we'll talk for a
Yeah,
lot.
just give us time to talk our own. Y'all will tell your own.
So, looking at the Ghana area, I think it's going to be very tough in as much as it's mostly dominated by Manon people. But looking at the variables from the vice president, where he resides as well, he been down there. He have a base down there. It's going to be tough in that area. Looking at how you call the guy, district number 9, Ta Wongbe, he's supporting Madam Gongo Ware as well. Today, the vice president was in district number 9, and we saw Ta Wongbe even posting. He said, yeah, the vice president just making all type of BB promises. But he might worry tomorrow we will cheat the mouth of the people. That's why he was saying.
Okay.
So for me, it will also be a test to hit Ta Wongbe. It's going to be a test to hit Ta Wongbe to know if the support that he's giving to Madam Ware, if it would tend to vote. Because mind you, he is the representative for district number 9, Nima County. And now he's supporting Madam Ware. So that means he himself, he needs to work. But one of those things I'm not seeing from Ta Wongbe, I still to be corrected. I'm not seeing Ta Wongbe really campaigning. I'm not really seeing him going here and there campaigning in the county for Madam Ware, unless someone can prove me wrong. Probably, maybe I've not really come across that. But again, that's his district. So we expect for Madam Ware to win that district, because if he should not win because of a message or something, but because of Ta Wongbe, because he support her and he is the representative, we expect him for his people to go behind him. Now, looking at district number 5, that's one of the areas, Saras, district number 5 from Representative.
That's the home of Representative
Koga.
Yes.
So if Representative Koga too, if he does not win district number 5, I think it will be a bad sound for him. Because Mayu, that's his home county, that was his home district rather.
Yes.
And we expect him to win. So we're gonna see if this election, if you're gonna put the number out, like the current vice president told the people of district number 5, say they want power. I know you campaign here, place. I know top here because you vote for your own some part in our business. So that one we are looking at it to know if district number 5, which side it will go also. And one of the districts we need to look at is district 7. Mayu, Musa Belete.
The CNC district.
Musa Belete, yeah.
Yes.
Musa Belete is supporting Mark Blairwon. Mark Blairwon, yeah, he's going. You know, one of the strategy Mark Blairwon is using is the hustle do thing.
Okay.
He's not really. His name is not really on top. Putting it huge.
Is he in the habit of the ANC campaign, like the silent voter, the silver 7 for us, the 65,000, silver 7 voters are for all, and the end result you got 1.6%. That's the strategy you're using, or what?
Probably that's it. But we will be looking at district number 7 because Maya Saros, if Mark does not win district 7 as well, it will not definitely Mark might not win this election, but if he does not win district number 7, it will be a big blow, not to Mark, but
To the ability
to the
for
to
the
Belete.
CMC.
Yeah, to this entire CMC.
Yes.
So Belete has a role to play in this election because he came up, he had endorsed they endorsed Mark Bluon. So
In
his
fact, the
district
candidate is on his political
on
party.
his political
ticket.
party.
And that political party is the first time featuring
Yeah.
an individual in our electoral process.
Absolutely.
So that means he either have to choose some strength in the
Yeah.
county because he is the standard bearer
Of
and
the
the,
CMC.
the sitting representative for that district
Yeah.
in Nima County and featuring a candidate, and you cannot win the district. But for the local things, I can assure you, I'm not a soothsayer, not a prophet, but what I can say for sure is that the CNC candidate will actually win district number 7. It might not be 100%, but on the percentage level, the CNC candidate will actually win district number 7. Because if you look at the work of the CNC
Political leader.
political leader and other thing, is some of the factors are going to be playing in this election. In this election, I mean.
Yeah, so Sarah,
So-
if he winning, right?
Yes.
Do you think if he wins maybe by 1,500 vote difference, maybe the person will come second to him, you think it will be a win for Ability?
So it's not a win for Belete in Nima County, but as per his district, mind you, the man is a district representative.
Yeah, that's the district we're talking about.
Yes, so he will he Kennedy until proven otherwise. But for what I believe is that he Kennedy, whosoever you call him,
Mark Bluon.
Bluon,
Yeah.
will win that district number 7 or majority of the polling precinct in district number 7. And on the overall, he will emerge as the higher winner in district number 7.
For me, Cyrus, right? I know probably he might win, like you're saying, right?
Okay.
He might win. But if he wins and the margin is not wide for me, I think it will be a big blow to Ability. This is an open secret. Ability want to be a force in Nima County. He wants to be a force in Nima County.
We cannot disagree with that. We
Yeah.
cannot stretch that
So
out.
the same way we're talking about the vice president,
Yes.
when he wins, if he do not win the entire county, right? That's the same way it will be if Mark Bluon lost the district. If he lost district number 7, it will be a big blow for Ability. That means Ability does not have a real root in the county.
But that could not be accurate. I don't want all to base on that. When it comes to Nima politics, until the dynamic can change, it is the minor and the gill. Benedict is just trying to put out a foot. The CNC is just trying to put out a foot.
No, but
So
Ability
that-
have been fighting that
I'm
door.
I agree with agreeing
Yeah.
with you. But what I can show to you, what I can say to you based on the statistic and in elections to come, the level, the thing about the Gio and the Nima and the Mano will always play in Nima politics. The Mandingo or the Muslim community, other tribes will do what they can do to share some number, get some number. But when it comes to election, once the Gio people decide, once the Mano people decide, they will get majority of the vote. And in this election, it's not about ability. Ability can cry with Mecca the way the Liberian people can see it.
Megan blood.
Yeah, Mecca, you can the block and run down like tears. My brother, this election is not about him. He can put no number. The Gio people will show their strength. The Manon people will show their strength. And that, in fact, the entire process in Nima County have been boiled down to 2 persons already. It is the Gonglo and the Coca election. We saw that when we're doing opinion poll in 2023, when we're going all around in the street.
Yeah.
The message was being sent between CDC and the rescue mission. And at the end result, the 2 political party or groupings emerged to the second round. And all the other people needed to bring their support. That's how Nima County election have been today. The issue about Nima County election have been today, the general issue is one factor play in favor of either Congo where. The other issue is about this late senator side, the NDR, and then the Gio factor also play in the favor of the sitting representative Samuel Corker.
Yeah.
So no matter what, all the other political parties, they're trying to push a number that when election come, people will say, you know what? When 2029 come, people say, oh, but in 2020, the by-election, Benedict were able to get some number in Nima County. When we get a man on our side, he will bring some people. The other people, you know, they were able to get some number. When we bring them on our side, they will get some number. We'll get some number. But it's not about them. When you go in the air, you come down. You go to Jupiter. You go
No,
to
sir.
Planet, you come
I'm
down.
not saying Belete,
Yes.
he can't gonna win the election.
I agree.
That's not my
I
argument.
agree.
Because for me, I strongly believe he can.
His number might not even be significant.
But that's the issue, right?
Yes.
I think if Belete, if he can wins District 7 overwhelmingly, I strongly believe it will be a win for Belete. Because it will show that, oh yeah, with even as much as the vice president campaign all over in all of the districts, but my own district, I won it with huge number of votes. It will be a plus for him. That's what I think. Now, but one of those things that we should not forget about, prior to Belete coming in District 7 has always been a United Party district. It has always been a United Party district. It was Belete who went there and make a change. So with United Party supporting the MDR candidate, Samuel Coker, Representative Samuel Coker, that means Samuel Coker too has a better chance in district number 7, because district number 7 has always been a United Party. It was 2023 that the dynamic changed, that Belete won as an independent candidate. So again, this election is tough, and if the vice president, if he lost this election, like we've been saying, if Coker lost this election, it will be a major loss for the vice president. If Representative Belete, rather, if a candidate lost in district number 7, it will be a major loss, because man, he's a political leader. It is possible Belete might want to contest for the presidency 2029. It's possible he might be the standard bearer for the CMC. So if he will be the standard bearer of the CMC, he would need to get a vote. He will need to get huge number of votes from Nima County. So what will prepare Belete for maybe going as standard bearer for the CMC 2029? That perhaps someone will say, yeah, he's a force if he gets huge number of votes from this particular election in Nima County.
Yeah, may agree or disagree. The thing about Belete winning district number 7 in Nima County,
Yeah,
it's just gonna give Belete a edge on the negotiation table. That's what I believe. And you saw the 2023 election, the unknown soldier, not the one that killed President William our Turbo,
I know,
but the unknown soldier, the Appeton,
yeah,
who came and stole the show in front of Alexander Benedict Cummings. Today, he's an ambassador.
Someone said, "Come in there, man."
Yes. The Appeton New War ranking, we did not even launch a campaign.
Yeah,
Don't have one t-shirt being seen in the public. But people say, because of his name, because, he was well situated, probably he has some resembling of the...
So people now knew that Kennedy.
Yeah, so people voted him accidentally, and so he got the number he got.
I get
So
that
in the case of Belete, let's say they're just trying to push a number. His focus is to push a number in district number 7.
That's what I said.
And county-wise, push a number in Nima County so as to give him the credence for 2029.
Absolutely.
So that when he contests in 2029, during the second round, the CDC or whosoever emerge to the second round will give him some privilege to negotiate and say, give a Nima County. If you can win this number for Nima County, come to our side. And when we do this, this is what we give you, this is what will come to you. That's the other advantage that will to the leg of Belete. That's what he's fighting for today. But this election, if Belete had was something to open up, to look into, he knows fully well that's it. The election is not about him. He know within himself all of the resources and things he put in for his political party, they will not come even second place. They will already have second place and first place. That is a Gongo where
With the fair play.
just trying to be sincere.
With the fair
I'm
play.
not working with election commission,
Okay.
but from the local things, from the way the public, from the way the people in Nima engage this election, from the campaign trail and things, you can see the Coca and the Gongo.
Yeah.
One of those people will come first place, one will come second place. Belede is just fighting for the third place.
No, if Belede come there for me, I think it'll be a win for him.
Yes, he fought, but Belede not get anything to lose. What he's fighting for is to have a voice in 2029.
So
once he comes second or third, people will want to negotiate with him. So that's what Belede is fighting for.
So, Saros, do you think, right, the issue of sympathetic vote? Because somebody here, let me play this person, let me read this person comment, right?
Okay.
The person brought this to my mind. That Violet Kerchew, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name good. Sorry if I do not pronounce it good. Say, my Edith might be neck to neck because she has been contesting for the seat, not because of popularity. Do you think sympathetic vote going to play in this election?
So the sympathetic issue is what we're discussing here. One of the factors that in favor of Gongowe is the gender issue. For the fact that you see all of these big people in the country that have been fighting for gender issue, supporting her, and the people in Nima County get 11, lawmaker. Out of the 11, we lost one. The other one they're fighting for.
Yeah.
The 10 person are there, no woman there. So they're pushing the message that it is time for a woman to represent.
Let's look at what Violet talking about because she's been contesting. So somebody say, let's just give her the position.
It's one of the factors. The gender issue will play. Now the people can vote on sympathy. We have seen that. We saw it in the case of Madam Celine Johnson, the former president. We also saw it with the former president, George Manan Weah. We saw it with today's president, the former vice president. So, once you're consistent behind something, and the person who before you made mistake, the people feel like you are the solution to that problem. So they give you the opportunity. So in this case, Madam Gongo will have two options that will play in her favor. One is the gender issue. One is the sympathy of being consistent. So the consistency sympathy will play in her favor. The gender issue that Nima County, on the legislative caucus had no female. And this is the time to have a female, that when you have a female, the children will be happy, the father will be happy, the women will be happy. These are things that will play in her favor. So again, the only thing that will give her tough time is the local politics that have been playing in the county years after year. The tribal politics, Manon and Gio. And she had already Gio, senator, city. Then this election could have been very easy for her. But for the fact that she have a Manon senator city, and she's coming from the angle of the Manon people, and the Gio people will also want to protect and want a power, definitely the issue about neck to neck will play. But she have a better chance when it comes to sympathy on the issue of consistency and the issue about gender issue. She has that power.
Absolutely, Sarah.
Yes.
These are things I must say I've been talking.
Okay.
One of those things that are going to play in favor of Madam Gongowe has to do with her being consistent. Definitely, people are going to say, let's just give this woman and suffer for the thing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just give it to her. But mind you, with the force against her, that's what's going to make it more tough for her. Like you're talking about, if it were going to be maybe a Gio senator, maybe it's going to be, we already have a current Gio senator.
Yes, in the case of Yantoine.
If Yantoine is going to be a Gio man,
yes,
then they are contesting. She's contesting. Definitely, she's going to find it difficult, but it's not going to be difficult the way it is.
It's going to be very easy for her because she's going to get 3 factors playing. You know what? We get Gio people already.
Yeah.
They get Manon representation.
Yeah.
The way they're pushing now, we get also men. They get women presentation and representation. They were also going to be pushing that, tribal issue too. But the tribal issue now is not playing in her favor because she already gets somebody from her tribal background.
Yes.
And she herself will not focus on that because she knows that it's not really backing her argument. So she's not basing on tribal issue. That's why you see most of the people from her camp trying to stretch out the issue about tribal. When you mention tribal, you say, you're trying to divide Nima County. Not that they're trying to divide Nima County, but they know that argument does not suit their
But
case.
Cyrus, let's look at that particular issue, right? Somebody saying, "Oh, we do not." Let's say we have a minor senator. Let's get a girl senator,
Yes.
and someone saying we have so men lawmakers. Let's have a woman senator. Do you think both are not divisive?
They are very divisive.
Do you
It
think
depends. It depends the side of the coin you own. Because again, what by you being a leader does not mean you are a leader.
Yeah.
There are characteristics that you must possess to be a leader. So the argument should be the manifesto of those candidates that coming to represent the people of Nima. For example, who can build good school, who can lobby well more than the next person to bring the developmental agenda to Nima County. Those are arguments they should be making. But for one group to come and say, you know what, because we don't have a lady, so we want a lady senator, it's something different. For another group to come and say, you know what, because we have a minor senator, so this is the time to give the bread and butter issue to a guild senator. I see that as a divisive polity, and the both party is being divisive.
But man, they just look at
they just want to look for the lesser evil. Those who pushing the gender issue feel that they are lesser
Yeah.
because their message should resonate with the public, and the other people who pushing about Gio and Mano is the people who come with the higher gravity of evil, and so the people should strash them out. I see the both of them, playing dirty politics.
I think they are playing divisive politics, but man,
Exactly.
you know, this thing about a female sometimes sound a rare thing. Have you really observed that? In every society, you will see some kind of women group. For instance, we have the lawyers, we have the female lawyers. Have you seen men lawyer association?
No, no, but
We
when
have
it comes to that case-
coming, right? We have I call it the press bureau of Liberia. We have feature.
yeah, feature.
Do you
The
have
female,
do you have male press bureau?
No, we
No,
don't.
we do not have group.
Oh yes.
So most of the society, right? All of sectors, you always see some kind of female grouping. But why is it do not happen for men?
So the men are the advantage. The men have already used the means of marginalizing the female. So the female, in this case, is coming from the bottom line, coming at the top. The men already at the top.
Okay.
They already exist. They have the advantage. Like in the case of Fija and other places, in the case of the female lawyer association, you already have men involving in these places going at the top level. But for ladies to involve, kept at the top level, it's a difficult task for them.
So
we just started opening our arm to the ladies to compete with the men in quite recent time. So that's why they formed an association and grouping to compete with the men. That's why you can see a male association
That's
lawyer.
right, yeah.
You cannot see a male association, journalist.
generally, yeah.
Yes. But you see the male association and journalist or lawyer in every profession because they are trying to compete. Now, if you mention that you come to the disability issue where you see, the disability grouping also trying to because
To have the other group, yeah.
group because they are already being marginalized and overlooked, and they are trying to compete and reach at the equilibrium and level with those who already have the privilege and opportunity ahead of them.
So that means with the way the election ongoing, the campaign ongoing in Nima County,
Yes.
so probably maybe the females, those people that are pushing the female ideas too, maybe they are right.
Yeah, but you and myself was sitting on the platform the other day talking about, in the history of Nima, unless one of the quarters said, 2005, they elected the first female candidate and the president went for 6 years. After that 6
Yeah.
years, in 2011, the 11 lawmaker, no female. In 2017, we saw the same thing. In 2023, the same thing. Now that they have a by-election, I mean, I think it's fair enough to push that issue.
Okay.
But if you can blame the next person of pushing the
The
divisive
divisive policy
politics
as well.
when you are also pushing the divisive politics.
Okay, so
So before you go to those comments and things, let me just remind the public that if they are just joining us, you are in tune to the talking point. It's a firing discussion here this evening. We're actually looking into, Liberia politics, especially one of the electoral college of Liberia, Nima County, a very rich county, actually going to by election. Their godfather, and fell flat to the ground and buried that man. That man was actually, cared for 1 month plus and being buried. It was a celebration in Nima County. And the people of Nima is going to election to decide who will replace their godfather. And so it's very intense. So just invite more people to actually listen to the platform on the talking point here on Blaze 90.7 FM, as well as our Facebook page, the Blaze Online TV, and our YouTube channel, Blaze Online and TV as well. Share the video, share the post, and invite more people to actually listen to us. Now, me cross over to Conan to read some of the comments.
I just want to reply to this, but let me just read them. Adinewo Inio, I think, Adinewo Inio. I hope I'm pronouncing your name good. He said, "Is this station in Liberia?" Yeah, the station is in Liberia. Precisely, we are in Painesville.
Painesville, Zubatan, right adjacent the former speaker and Buffer Chimo Place in Zubatan, the old bus turning point, there where we are situated.
Yeah, so I said Viola Kenju, she said my ear might be neck to neck because she has been contesting for the Senate, that's it, for the seat, not because of popularity. And she also commented, she said the whole thing now said Nehemiah voting on the basis of their county. Okay, I don't know what she meant there. And Jefferson Kwasi Brown, he said, I join you from Bishokula Junction, Zubatown.
That crippled man from where Nima County, the San Common people, yes.
Okay, Elijah Dinier say, I'm following up from a Freeport office. Great work, guys. Thank you, Mr. Neil. Okay, that's all for now. Yeah, but this Atineo Inio, for him, his comment is from YouTube. Yeah, from the YouTube channel. So Saros, like you said, right? I think the issue with this female thing, and for me, I really enjoy the way the female themselves are really putting themselves in almost every sector. I really enjoy it. I really admire them a lot. They are putting on the courage to make sure that they themselves take on the leadership in various sectors of the country. So we hope that the Nima election, it goes well. The only thing we will say to our people of Nima before we open the phone line, let's just be peaceful. Do your campaign, but let's be peaceful, because mind you, the peace of Liberia matters to every one of us. If there's no peace, the person you fought for will not take their seat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even if they win, they will not take their seat.
That's the most important thing. I think you have to emphasize that.
So we have to be peaceful. Do your campaign. Try to know your other counterpart, know them. Carry on your campaign. Tell your people your messages, and make sure that election day you people go and vote. Next Tuesday, go and vote. Even after election, be peaceful, because mind you, the peace of Nima matters, the peace of Liberia matters, and let's be in Liberia. Man, this is our home where we cannot be deported from. So, Sarah, I think we can open the phone line.
Yeah, before we open the phone line, let me just conscious the people of Nima, as we are saying in the case of what happened between Thomas Stifada, the representative of Lofa County, who moved from District 5 to Lofa County. We also saw that between Tifa and the sitting representative at the time, and the current, internal affairs minister in, how do you call the man say?
Francis
Humane. Yes. You saw that battle between the both candidate, and people lost their life. Today, the two people, they're speaking Kisi, they're speaking Loma, they're Danny and Wani, and those parents or the young people who lost their life, they are the victim. Their parents are grieving today, while the two people can sit down. They can meet the president anytime they want to. They reconcile and other things. So you, the people of Nima County, be careful. You want Ide, go and vote for Ide. You want Mark Briwon, go and vote for him.
Like, how to pronounce for you?
I mean, my man. You want Samuel Koga?
Yeah.
Go and vote for him.
You want
Don't be
Wanoke? T
him.
Wanoke?
Yeah, T1OK and other thing. I mean, in the whole, and when NDC were to publish a thing, there's 3 person they can publish. 3 person. So they didn't get time for all the other women and who come with 2, 3, and 0 vote. They only want the first 3 top person. So in this case, we'll be doing the same. So any of the 3 person that we just need, or those beyond that you want, election day, go and vote for them. Campaign for them peacefully. When you see tension, walk away. Make sure after the election, you must be able to provide food for your family. You must be healthy to do your normal business. Because after the election, those people will come back to the nation capital. Those who win will go to the Capitol Hill. Those who not win, some of them who can go to Europe, they will go there. Some of them who can stay in your country will
we'll stay there.
They will do their normal business. And you who will be fighting one another. You the bar rider. You fight your own money bar rider. Tomorrow you will see one another in the traffic. You the marketer that can sell your bitter boy and pepper when you fight that person because of Samuel Coca or Ide. After the election, you will meet one another in the street. Don't be ashamed to bend your head. Be able to greet the person. When it comes to democracy and politics, that just idea people can argue on. You can disagree with the man disagree with you. Y'all go to the pool when you defeat the man, you become a winner. Y'all shake hands, y'all drink beer together. We can see it between those people. They can do the same thing. So for you, don't create no enemyship for them. That thing they're doing tomorrow, some of them, when somebody win, that just certain group of people life will change. Some of you, your life will not change. You know them say you can see them. The whole campaign process, you will not see some of them.
I saw Reverend Samuel Coca dancing with the common people.
Yes.
Oh, and they're hawking and dancing. I say,
Yes.
Hey, election. After election,
Either will do the same thing.
they'll do the same. Yeah.
After Tuesday, when they announce them, when you call someone, the telephone number now are active. They get receptionist, they get chief of office that will answer. You will have to go through protocol before you meet them. Don't kill yourself for them. Just be silent. Express your interest when you feel like Coca is the best person. Election day, Tuesday, go and vote for him. If Ide is the best person, go and vote for Ide. What people they go and call your lay potato green rest. Say your let GB in our county, call the GB with it. Go poo-poo, enjoy yourself that day. Don't kill yourself for anybody. Because if you do that, your family will be the victim. The same people will come by to send their family abroad. After a few years, they come by and say, oh, my father was a former representative. I still want to represent you. And they start starting record for the father failure and thing. And some of the good things, they lay public school, they build, they use it as a legacy to come and convince your children on the children. So don't kill yourself for them. So far, so good. That's what I have to say.
Before we go, let me read some of those comments that have been coming up.
Okay.
Ansu Steven, you say Coca is the next senator of Nema County. Okay, Ansu. Thanks for the comment. Derek P. Jala, you say I'm following. Thank you, Derek. And Ansu again. Ansu Steven say good evening. I'm watching from Rehab Community. Thank you, Ansu. Yeah, okay, that's all for now. So those of you watching, just continue to place in your comment and we take the call. Definitely we are going to read out your comment on the platform tonight.
Okay, I think the callers are recording right now. I'm going to take the first person, then we can read out the numbers. Good evening. Good evening. What happened to this person? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Are you getting me?
Yeah, we are getting you.
You are live. Tell us where you're calling from. Hold on a minute. I'm getting a little feedback here.
Yes.
Good evening. I will have to work on this. Sorry. Please call back. Just a little feedback here. Let me just work on it very quick. Yes. Good evening. Yes.
Okay.
What is the name and where are you calling from? Come again? What is the name and where are you calling from?
Position, yeah, shop in it.
I'm so sorry.
Hello.
Man. Telephone line is actually giving some tough time.
I'm calling from
Oh, Bonafide Mehinka. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
Yes, you are live. Tell us a name, where you calling from.
Thank you. My name is Luther Luminesagi Jr., driver of District 6, most of the country.
Let hear you, Saki.
I listened to this hearing. No, the VP had a road campaign. You know, they want to show that whether he had the strength or Nimakane come on the 29. That is why you see the VP running campaign. No, let me tell you one thing. 2023 election, the 5% right now, once the hell you go in the market, you see that crack coming on that is print also entering another country or another community. So I strongly believe that Koka will going to win. Koka will win the election in the market, and you'll be the next senator. Trust me.
Thank
Take
you.
my word with them.
Thank you.
Catch it.
We already think catching it to RB Bank already. We'll follow it up. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What is your name? Where are you joining us from?
I'm Samuel David calling from Bonafide.
Let hear you.
Yeah. I really enjoy something like that. Very fire now.
You really think so?
Yeah, very fire now. Very enjoying it. And I think I'm going to do it. Very enjoy your show.
Okay, let hear you. Let hear you.
Okay. I'm glad you guys are telling Nima. You answer Nima, and I'm going to assume it.
Okay.
The issue of Nima program now yesterday. All the things I'm so talking about, you guys said it right on the people are listening to it from other side. Then I say and get to touch over that. Tomorrow. You guys said it right, and you're very independent road on it.
Okay.
Very admire, and we'll go in there. We'll be peaceful, and we'll be tempered. We'll be in the time. Coca going to be a next.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Cyrus, and good evening, Brother Colon.
Let hear you, Mr. Tama.
Thank you so much for the exclusive recognition. For the public, my name is Joseph Tamba, and this evening I phone from my district number 6 resident where I was lawmaker is suspended. So, for the topic of the discussion, I really appreciate you guys so much for all of your brilliant analysis, and thanks to the Bliss FM family. Every program that is on the radio station, you guys are preaching the message of peace.
Okay.
And let me add my voice to your voices to say Liberia is more than any other person. Liberia peace and stability is more than any individual interest.
Exactly.
Because whatever happens in Nimba, it affects me. That hail from no further than now residing in Mosurado County.
Mm-hmm.
For the topic, we have been following the trendings of Liberian politics.
Okay.
Despite I don't have voting right in Lima County, but following Liberian politics in general, from my own perspective tonight and my own view concerning the incoming election in Lima County, where people will be putting, making their way at a polling station on Tuesday, Samuel Kuka stands a better chance. The reasons, I have 3 reasons to that.
Okay.
With the legislative experiences over the years, going hard trick in his district, winning that particular district 3 times is the other advantage and most legislative knowledge. He has the legislative knowledge. He is who comes to the functions and duties of a lawmaker.
15 seconds, please. 15 seconds.
Yeah, quickly, yeah.
Yes.
That's the last one I'm going to make quickly because no other people are on the line.
Okay.
Looking at the involvement of the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, who people considered now as a godfather of Lima County, supporting representative a senatorial candidate, Samuel Kuka is an added advantage to Samuel Kuka. Lastly, England is a very good person. She might have been doing one or two things, but her weakness is whenever she lost election, she abandoned the people and go to America to go and work. So now she is not interrelated with the people equal to Samuel Kuka. So that is where these are some of the points that Samuel Kuka will going. Thank you so much for the platform, and thank you for the message of peace always. We pray Liberia remain peaceful. Honor the stewardship of Joseph Imam President.
Your point is taken. Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, evening.
What is your name? Where are you joining us from?
Yeah, my name is Prince Nina, calling from rehab.
Let you hear Mr. Nimle.
Yeah, brother. You know, most of the time I can see yeah, some people be calling Koga. As of when people in the country, I can't really know. The election now go on here. Then why some people of Koga? The way you mean, you know, you have resources that worry. What is waiting in Lima there? People not be talking about here. That Koga now, we Koga this and all the way. That will be talking there. You correct.
Mas mesmo mais
Then after election, people say, "I did."
de meto é um.
No, ain't bad. From more, correct.
By the
See,
way,
when most of the show there, we go on Twitter or Twitter, they just got in there. You can put it on.
So the
but
way you
listen
talking,
now, the way you talking, your own will cut you off too because you're not talking the next man favor. You the man talking
No,
about
but-
Koga, the one you believe in, you talk about it. That's why we give you the
Eh?
chance to talk about your home. We can't cut the man off because he mentioned Koga name, or you mention
The reason
mention Ide name, or you mention any of the Kennedy name, will cut you off.
they know the Friday, the man was the oh, they can be 27 are voting for the president of Congo is finished. Are voting for the president of you really qualify for the next year. No one to do. If you don't see how the Koga, all that mean.
but les mecs,
correct.
les mecs running campaign, dans campaign time, so les mecs ils voté for Coca.
No, let them down. Tell me that different.
Oh.
Thank you. My man, when you are a leader,
Yeah.
you're a dictator. Anyway, only you. Good evening, Pascal. I hear you.
Yeah, Sarah and Koran, thank you so kindly.
Okay.
So I agree with you when you said people, the Nemas, they vote and just vote. That's true. Now today in Nimba, in some parts of the country, people just vote. So yes, because they just vote, that's why they want to vote Koga. Because they just vote. So all of us supposed to be asking here in the show, what has Koga done in the last 13 years? Gee, when Koga wins, it places who in a good position for tonight, then I don't know on what basis. I don't know. They said that he's about family. They said that it's on Nima. They said that Nima, the people from Nima, they just vote or they vote on issues. I want to know because we're supposed to be told as to why people should make decisions. This man has served more than 13 years as a lawmaker. What is the campaigning on? All of the campaign messages we've been hearing on Samuel Koga, on Jeremiah Kong, on Mo Ali, on Pobeki, has there been an issue-driven messages? Have they told us what this man has done? Have they been able to give us a platform? Or is it, because the men are kill men? Or you can't vote for the Nima people. You can't vote for Mama people. Is there an issue? Or is it because the men are kill men or the woman is a man or woman? Is this the issue? So when you say people just, that's why even in Babolu, for the first time, a hospital was constructed. Yes. When people say they now want a hospital. So
30 seconds, please. 30 seconds.
I know, Sarah. So as I conclude, when people say the peace must be sustained, it's not a verbal thing. The peace depends on our action. It depends on how we live. As the vice president said to all of us here, we own a mandate. The president still has to ensure that we win. It's a must win. What happened? What happened if the election is simple way? When the president of the country was supposed to be the last man has given order for that election to be won by us. And is that not scary? Because somebody say, oh, thank you for peace. Peace is not on the lips. It's on your action. It's on your deed. It's how you govern that will maintain the peace of our country. Yeah? So those are all who want to go because they won't go. Don't go for Samuel. If you think that the election here is 2029, that's good. Tell us who to vote, Sarah. Thank you.
Your point is taken. Thank you. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. What is your name? Where are you calling you from?
My name is Bill Ruben Congo. I'm calling from my resident in New York community.
Let's hear you.
I want to say thank you ever so much for your program.
Okay.
But I need to throw light on certain things. There are some misconceptions that been carried away by the opposition to the people in Lima. First of all, by protecting for election in Lima quota, it don't mean that it's consistent. The current representative for district number 8 is contested for that position for 25 years. I wonder.
Who's the representative that contested for 25 years?
Damian, district number 8. The current district number 8 representative is contested for that for 25 years.
25 years? When we
Yeah,
fought
from 1998.
from
From 1998.
No, but listen, we're discussing election trend. So for 1998, we are not. Calm down, brother. Calm down. I know you get out of the time. You will get at least 2 minutes to address the issue. From 1998 to 2025, we are now had 25 different elections. So what the point you making?
What I'm saying is that from 1998, they can talk about. I have somebody talking about consistency that Madam Congo have contested 3 or 4 times. So I'm saying that the gentleman who is currently heading district number 8 have been contesting there from 1998. I wanted to miss concession there. Secondly, Lima had elected a woman before to the Senate. A woman has become senator for Lima before.
Who's a woman? Who's a woman?
Margaret Kramer. It's a Dan.
Okay.
Margaret Kramer is a Dan woman. The Dan was the first to elect a woman as senator. The man has never elected a woman as senator. Friday, Madam Telly and Madam Joy Howard Taylor endorsement of Madam Congo Ware will have no impact on the chances of Koga winning that election. Because subsequently, it was during Madam Telly administration that the Manapur lost the balance of power. Because of what? They see Madam Congo Ware. Because Madam Telly said to her to get a double dollar test, she refused. That had the Manapur lost that seat. Secondly, Madam Joy Howard Taylor is one of those who led almost between 3 to 500 people to the entrance of Senator Prince Johnson Church to go and set up war plan for that to arresting all the things they are prosecuting right there.
Okay.
So she cannot go to Lima to go and endorse Madam Telly when the people at Lima are trying to replace Senator Johnson with the male candidate.
Okay.
Thirdly, additionally, Koga is not a government candidate. Koga is a candidate, a country candidate. The government is not giving the ruling party is not giving support to the country.
No, but you get that hold you there. That gets something straight here. If you say Koga is not a government candidate, then what's the point
it's
you
a
make?
country candidate.
Excuse.
Country candidate.
Excuse. You in dialogue with us, you get out of the time. We got the time, we give you the time. Koga, the Unity Party had an alliance with the NDR. And the Unity Party is not featuring a candidate in the Nima County election because of the NDR. The agreement they went into in 2023 is that wheresoever the NDR feature a candidate, the Unity Party will not carry a candidate. And that rule, that whatsoever memo they signed is what is still respecting. Now that the NDR is featuring Samuel Koga, that's why you saw the hierarchy of the Unity Party going and endorsing the NDR candidate. So what's the point you're making that Samuel Koga is not a ruling party, candidate? What's the point?
The point is that then you want to get it, let me tell you. First of all, Unity Party has no direct relationship with the people of Nima. Unity Party has no direct relationship with the people of Nima. Unity Party is benefiting from third-party relationship, which is through the Liberal Action Party. The Liberal Action Party is a party that over 1 million won Nima in 1985.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
All that history
is the Liberal Action Party. Don't they join together to make a Unity Party?
But that's what we saying.
Then why is it Unity Party?
But who's the
then why is it Unity
Party?
Why is it Unity Party does not have direct connection? Man, don't be on the platform here. Don't be giving that kind of information. Don't do that to the people.
Because you want me to tell you because 1985 when that was running was the candidate for Unity Party. That was the candidate for Unity Party.
But there is no action party today, brother. They emerged to be the Unity Party.
I agree. I agree. That I'm telling you that because that particular district number 8, they were won by the Liberal Action Party. And Liberation Party is in relationship with United Party.
So
That's what I'm trying to say.
thank you, brother. I think you defeated your own.
Thank you very
argument.
much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. You have to move away from that monitor, please.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You are live now. Tell us your name and where you're calling
You
from.
gone off.
Yeah, before you call, at least please turn out your radio or you move far away from the
The
radio.
United Party, Liberation Party, me one party called United Party. They say United Party don't get a direct link with Nima Kante.
That's the beauty of democracy.
Anyway,
Sometimes
that's
you know
it.
the people have to appear to.
Yeah, but
make
when you
their
count the
point.
platform, don't give misleading information. Don't do that.
077-907-907. And I even read the number today. The people start calling. You know, when it comes to politics, like when people we are at it, we are highly, addicted and attracted to politics to the extent that and the issue about Nima County politics is
No,
not
but
easy.
with the people gotta discuss their country though.
077-907-907. 077-907-907. Let me take this person. I hope now Pascal coming back here again. You got enough time. Good evening.
Yeah, I do.
What is your name and where you calling from?
I'm in Tatis calling from here. Yeah, that is here.
Let's hear you, brother.
Thank you. The senator speak over there, not for laptop. We are not wearing laptop over there. The main law for last week, when they say Nima is place that all the generally depend on. But you cannot wear laptop, you sit down over there where we suppose somebody get make sure when you say, oh, I telling Nima, I guess it's okay.
But who wearing lapel now? Who wearing lapel?
Now, you don't go wearing laptop. Samuel Koga wearing closer to enter to that particular place.
Why but when can we laugh at me?
Yeah, but the thing they're talking about, then you trying to be disrespectful to our mothers and thing because the thing about lapel is not about what you wear. Listen, my brother. The time you are the time keeper, I will give you the time. The thing about a number who can wear lapel. Man, I said he wore lapel in a country and rule of for 12 years.
I think I may go off.
Hello?
I
think they harmonize you, so you can call by if you want to.
But what leadership got to do with the clothes you wear?
Just say. They're wrong to this person, man. They've been calling for a little while now. Good evening.
Hello, how are you, sir?
I'm okay. Tell us your name and where you calling from.
This is Mr. Ricardo calling from East Island Community 540.
Yeah, let's hear you. Make your point.
Thank you for the show. Thank you very much. And I'm 100% sure that people are listening to the show. Thank you for the show. And I want to assure you that the next senator from Nima County is Mr. Sam Oga.
Okay.
And the next thing I want people to understand, Edith is not hated by us. We don't hate Edith. We love Edith. Edith is our daughter. She's our mother. We love Edith. There are certain things in Edith that is making Nima County to reject her today. And if she can work on that, trust me, Nima will stand by Edith the next time.
What is that?
One. According to them, one. For every time Edith lost election, she abandoned us. She moved to America. The next 6 years will not hear her, will not see her. She don't know what we go through. Only when she hears vacancy, then she run to us for us to implore her. When she lost, she go back. That is wrong. She don't know what we're going through. She don't know what we need. So we cannot give her that power. The second thing there is, Nima County being a great country is because we are together. So any other person, it can be male, it can be female, it can be gay, it can be Mano, Madinko, crap, whatsoever crap. If you bring the division of Nima County, we will not support. Even as the first female in Nima County to come up with the division of Nima when she said the people were in power in North, Nima should be divided so that the man of their power. And the audience party at the time will talk back went against that statement. So we see that she still had those things on our sleep until she can come back to Nima County. So Nima, we are just one. It will be difficult for us to support her.
Thank you.
Those are the problems we face with our mother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Yes, baby.
What is your name and where you calling from?
Thank you very much. I'm Arthur Claudio Gidia. I'm calling from Television Community.
Go ahead. Go ahead, I hear you.
Okay, fine. You know, Lima County, actually, it's my county, the from. But I will tell you, brother, that either come where will be the face of Lima County
Okay.
in the senatorial race. Reason being that Koga, all of his campaign he been running down there, they just nothing about being Godfather, or, you know, performing whole lot of tradition, jumping over there, barrier here and there. That is not the message that the people of Lima want to hear,
Okay.
right? No, that's not the message. What you can do, what are those things that you have to do after winning? And what you have been doing, not the raw own Godfather glory.
You got 10
That
seconds,
people-
please. We don't have time. 10 seconds.
Yeah, not to be riding on the issue about Godfather. Because you see, the whole thing about Godfather is that when you even really check, who really ordained the late Senator Prince Johnson May, so rest in peace, on this issue about Godfather. So by riding on the issue about Godfather cannot give you, that edge to say that you will win. Look, all those people have been
Thank you.
calling that Koga will win. They are from where in the if you were just to open your line from Lima County, you will hear either going over.
So what you
All
say?
right. So where you say you calling from?
Very much on community law jungle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When you going to Nima to vote?
But I have voted well. I got my brothers, I got my sisters in there.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Good evening. Yes, you got 1 minute, please. We're pressing again time. Tell us your name and where you calling from.
My name is Ariel Wingback calling from Sogwe.
Yeah, please make your point.
Yeah, the caller that just called and said that we now want woman in our place. We like that woman born because our mother name go to school to begin somebody for to begin somebody family. And I support that man you going to wait for. The thing I told you, I like you not putting me back, you not putting me. You want to be going to the work for no be my doing.
All right. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
What is your name and where you calling from?
My name is Marwan K. Smoke. I'm from Harrisburg.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, my question is, if Koga will be waiting to pay the work and we have win the election, because
You will be waiting to do what?
To face the
to pay
world.
the work and code.
Because
But the thing about war crime code, once the code is established in that auction, once you are indicted by the code, you will have to go there. So I don't think you should be asking that question to anyone.
We just were indicted to go for work.
Yeah, but the code was not established until he died. So I mean,
it,
Thank you so much.
yes.
sorry, is that what you trying to say?
Uh-huh.
They say Coca want to replace Pre-Jersey. So anything Pre-Jersey is going to go through, Coca will go through.
No, crime is not transferable anyway. Good evening.
Yeah,
Tell us your name and where you calling from. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Election going yes. If you lose your money, you gotta go replace your money. And what I want to tell on my now people, yeah, look at I call it vice president now. The people lying to us. They can make people go vote for them, nothing they can do better. Every day they lie to people.
Man, I think we
So
can
my
take-
don't worry. You will win.
Thank
You
you.
will win.
Thank you.
You.
Good evening. You are the second to the last caller. Tell us your name and where you calling from.
Yeah, my brother is still I'm Chancellor and I call you from the second brother.
Okay. Go
Is
ahead.
it
Let's
was
hear
a
you.
Charles Taylor?
Yeah, Chancellor. I am Chancellor. I need to my brother.
Are you the junior or the senior?
Thank you. I am I'm not a senior, sir.
Okay, go ahead. I hear you.
I just want to make my point very short, my brother. Time for politics as a standalone people can always make mistakes. People will not sit down to think before they can go to the bank. They only stop play at the end of going 40. That election over there, they're not people to play with.
Okay.
No more, go call you. Men will go call you.
Okay.
We want to be between the Madian and the Madian. Anybody that go call, they mean they are leaders. Let them be there. That's the way of God go they. Whosoever that go with you, let them go there. We don't want to effort to be done at all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me take my last privileged caller here. Good evening.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling from?
You speaking with Adolfo Liwe. I come from Banda Division.
Let hear your name.
Adolfo.
Yes, let hear you Adolfo Nimle. You said Adolfo Nimle?
Adolfo Liwe.
Oh, okay. Let hear you.
I want to appreciate you for the show.
Okay.
You see, when we come to Lima politics, a brother will not know somebody, you don't know nothing about them, and you cannot say anything good. You see the differences between Onorokowa and Ile Congo. Onorokowa live with the people in Lima. If you have any people travel and come back and tell the people that are getting the point to go abroad. Onorokowa, the Mula did carry for 3 times. It's not like we were not doing nothing, but we just get carrying. We get him, we make with the people down to the earth. We all eat together. On the program, 10 times better than Ile Gongo in the sense that we know quality. Ile Gongo, only thing she have to do is when you say quality, she can't do that. But that's a happy day. She go back and she sit down there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Actually, yes, you made a point. Thank you. We're pressing again time. Actually, time is man's greatest enemy. We got 2 minutes to go. And for those of you, I know the line is actually bursting. We give you almost 45 minutes to make contribution on this entire Nima issue because we know how crucial it is. But going forward, any developing issue will actually maybe make our possible better give you 1 hour because the Liberian people are actually interested in this. So Conan, let's cross over to you, listen to the callers and some of the reaction from the callers. What is your own take, surrounding the entire Nima?
Yeah, so the issue that has to do with the color we made, let's appreciate all the callers for their point. Everyone have their side. They have to support their side. It is their right. Whether you have the right to vote, but probably if you do not have the right to vote, you would have your side. So I want for this point away. So that's the beauty of our democracy. So we appreciate everyone for your contribution. Tomorrow we're gonna be here again. We hope that the election in Nima County be peaceful, no matter who will win, whether it is Mark Blivon, it is T1OK, any of those people, it's possible they might win. Who knows? The election, anything can happen.
Exactly.
But definitely, what we are seeing based on the readiness on the wall, this particular election is between 2 persons, Madam Ide Gongolwe and Representative Samuel Koka. So whoever wins, definitely Nima wins. So we hope that the election be peaceful, and after the election, Nima can move forward.
Exactly.
Yeah, man,
exactly. So, me go to our Facebook page and actually do due diligence to some of the followers and those commenters as well. We got Ansu Stevens say, "Good evening. I'm watching from and rehab community." We also got Derek P. Njala watching. Also, he didn't indicate where he watched from. Okay. Coca is the next senator for Nima County. And she also says, "Show peace is what we want." And Jefferson is also, "I don't know," and that color to dedicate to you.
No, he said, don't allow that color to dictate.
To dictate into you on your show, okay? There are mixed reaction. Color can want the bunk color, commenter can want comment, the bunk commenter and other stuff. But actually, it was a good time here this evening on the Thursday edition, April 17 edition of the Talking Point, and we got more people still calling on the Nima politics. But however, the invitation is actually yours to join us on a weekend presentation of the Talking Point tomorrow, Friday, Sin Station, for another brand new edition of the Talking Point. We have been your presenter, Sarah Sources Koyate, and the ambassador, Conan and Rufus. Until then, do have a wonderful and a blessed night. Yes, I think you have to do that for your very self. Have yourself a wonderful.
They've been celebrating all these days. They've been celebrating all these days. So what about a slavery day?